was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And it's third down. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
On the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Second and inches at the 30-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They go play action. Griffin. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
The kicker
So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Throwing his lock on third down. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Here's Lindsey. Tackle made there by Robert Alford. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Broncos.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there, and it's third down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Broncos 3.
On second down, it's Peterson, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. And his pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
We got to get the ball. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
2nd and 10. Once again, Griffin. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Griffin. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Tight end right. You got 3 down.
The give to Peterson out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Griffin going to keep it himself. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to see.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Vincent Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, 2nd in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
1st and 10. at their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. So maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Denver.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on third down. Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down. Locke going to throw. That's complete. Okuegbunam. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable second and 1. From the gun, it's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. Locke looks to throw it again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's That's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Give me something. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike. Go.
On 3rd down, Griffin. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And Adam Gase having a belief in his guys. They're going for it.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Adrian Peterson as good as they come, but here he can't get the first. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Now Griffin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Griffin. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They're going on fourth down. It's Griffin. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
They'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. Finds an opening past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 15. And the Broncos first down.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
7.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The 2-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, Peterson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Out of the gun, Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Griffin. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Griffin will throw again. This is the tight end Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing again, Griffin. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw again is Griffin. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Once again, Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And that one incomplete as it breaks a string of 8 straight pass completions. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 15.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Locke looking here for Smith downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from the 1. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.